Welcome back, everybody, to X1 the Gamer. This is the channel where we do all things Xbox, and we're doing Xbox right now. Welcome. Thank you very much for being here. Let's jump right into it. The Xbox Game Studio titles officially arrive on Steam Deck. There's more than 10 games supported. Now, what's very interesting about Xbox this generation and Steam is it seems like Xbox and Steam and Xbox and Valve are very, very friendly. I mean, they always have been, but it seems extra pronounced this generation. And I think it's super interesting, and I think it's very smart of Xbox to really be having this multi-prong approach where you've got the consoles, you've got the Game Pass, and then you've got PC, and Xbox is trying to have their games everywhere. And having them on PC and having them available on PC, I think is huge. And I think it really does set Xbox at that next level. And it does give them an advantage going forward here in this generation of consoles. Now, some of you are probably yelling at your screens right now and you're saying, but X1, you're a total Xbox fanboy. And to you, I say yes. Yes, I am a fanboy, and that is why I would love the Xbox to succeed. It doesn't mean that PlayStation is bad. Absolutely not. PlayStation is a quality console and quality games. I happen to do my gaming on Xbox, so I would like Xbox to succeed. And I think the moves that Xbox is making as an Xbox fan are smart moves, and this is one example. This is a news story over at Pure Xbox. Xbox Game Studio titles officially arrive on Steam Deck. Guys, if you like what we're doing here, hit the like button before we jump into it. Subscribe to this channel. And let's jump into it now. It's kind of like a circular logic that I had there, right? Okay, here's what it says. Over the last few years, Microsoft has grown the Xbox brand on PC. Apologies, Ben Carey is writing this. From PC Game Pass to launching games on Steam, largely, the push has been a success. Now Xbox is beginning to support Valve's new handheld device, the Steam Deck. As Windows becomes supported on Steam Deck, so do a bunch of Xbox games. The Deck now supports almost 15 Xbox Game Studio titles, all of which, of course, are available on Steam, and here's the full list. You can see there, we've got quite a few titles, some solid titles, by the way. Forza Horizon 4 and 5, which I would play. State of Decay would be fantastic. The Evil Within, Hellblade, Psychonauts, Deathloop, Sea of Thieves, all right here on this little bad boy, the Steam Deck, which means that Xbox officially has a handheld version of its console. It's called the Steam Deck, and that's the benefit of having your games on a PC, is that Xbox is nimble and agile and is able to do things like this that I think long term will really, really pay off. Xbox just wants its games in the hands of as many people as possible so that it can persuade you to subscribe to its Game Pass. That's the full future of Xbox, or the full strategy of Xbox rather, and the future that they're going for. And it's just really interesting to me. I actually think we're going to see official partnerships between Xbox and Valve and Steam. If you remember, Valve said they have no plans for Steam Pass because they were asked, hey, is Steam going to get a subscription service similar to Game Pass? And they said no, but we would support Game Pass on Steam. In fact, right here, Gabe Newell was asked about it and said, quote, I don't think it's something that we think we need to do ourselves, building a subscription service at this time. But for their customers, speaking of Xbox, it's clearly a popular option, and we'd be more than happy to work with them to get that on Steam. So I do think we will inevitably see Game Pass come to Steam, which would be huge. I don't think it hurts Steam. I think it helps Steam or Valve and Steam to have a Game Pass on Steam, and I think it's good. Furthermore, the friendly relation doesn't stop there. If you remember when the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 first came out, Valve CEO Gabe Newell was asked which one is better, and he said the Xbox Series X, and he actually had a funny quip about it. When asked by one of the hosts, now this was, I believe, on a television show in New Zealand, when asked by one of the hosts which console is better, the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5, Gabe Newell didn't mince words. He said, quote, oh, the Xbox. When prompted by a different host to elaborate on why he feels that way, Gabe simply said, because it is. Well said, Gabe Newell. Well said. Because it is. And you can in this article, the gamer is clearly a PlayStation guy because perhaps the fresh, non-polluted air and beautiful beaches of New Zealand have gone to Gabe's head. Why? Because he said that the Xbox is better? Like, shut up. So, there's so much media bias against the Xbox. You feel it quite frequently, although I have seen that start to shift. Look, this was, what, 2 years ago? You have seen that start to shift now, which is good. Good. All things being equal, that's good. Regardless, I do think the Steam Deck, Xbox having titles on the Steam Deck is absolutely huge. I think that this becomes Xbox portable gaming device. We've wanted an Xbox portable gaming device. Should Xbox do a handheld? And the answer is no, they don't need to. They have one. It is now the Steam Deck. Let Valve do the hardware. We'll do the software. That's where all the money is. Bada bing, bada boom. You've got yourself a popular little handheld device on Game Pass, baby. I do think Game Pass will eventually come to that. I think it's going to come to Valve. It's going to come to Steam. It's going to come to the Steam Deck. And I think it's the right move. Again, yes, I'm a Microsoft fanboy. Yes, I think these are the right moves. And yes, I'm correct about that. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you guys next time.